When the India squad for the remainder of the 3 tests versus England was announced, the 2 names that were missing from the entire series was Virat Kohli and Shreyas Iyer. With Virat Kohli, it was a shock but not surprising that he would not be available for the remainder of the series because of personal issues. But with Shreyas Iyer, there were already reports that he had suffered an injury after the end of the AajTak test match. And that is the main reason that he was dropped. Or is it? Because according to some very credible reports, and some of our family members also had raised this issue on Sports Today, that Iyer was not injured, he was dropped. How credible is that? Because if you have to look at the latest update that inside sources have told us, and also because of what has happened in the squad selection, Shreyas Iyer's case is a rather confounding one. Because according to credible media reports, Iyer has not been included in the squad for the remainder of the 3 tests in Rajkot, Ranchi and Dharamshala. He had back spasms. He had complained of back spasms after the end of the 2nd test in AajTak. But this is where it becomes very interesting. After an initial assessment of 3 to 4 days, Shreyas Iyer was cleared for selection. That is the update. Shreyas Iyer was cleared for selection, but the bottom line seems to be that he has been struggling in test matches for some time. Now, you have to also look at the past injury case study of Shreyas Iyer. When he had a back spasm, he played in 1 or 2 tests, but then he suffered an injury which ruled him out for a longer period of time. Remember what happened in March during the Australia series in the BGT? A compressed nerve in the 4th test. Initially, he had missed the 1st test because of a back injury. 4th test, he had a compressed nerve, and because of that, 6 months. He came back, Asia Cup, but before the Pakistan match, got another back spasm. Maybe the rationale of the BCCI is we don't want to risk another long-term injury layoff for Shreyas Iyer. So that is why go back to the NCA to recuperate and ensure you regain full and total fitness. But the smoking gun probably for people who say, oh no, Shreyas Iyer has been dropped, is because of his lean run that he's had in the past 11 months or so in Test cricket. I mean, look at this. In the 2 tests that he played against England in Hyderabad and AajTak, 35 and 13, 27 and 29. Good player of spin. England played 4 spinners. He didn't utilize that potential. He looked rather low on confidence when you have to look at his defense, his capability, and because of that, there were calls to drop him. Last 6 tests, his highest has been 35. And that happened in Hyderabad. But look at his average in 2023 and 2024. In 2023, he averaged only 13. And in 2024, he's averaging 21. What do you think? Has he been dropped because of poor form? Is it an injury? My assessment, I believe in that is, it's a combination of both. Looking at Shreyas Iyer's past injury history, you would tend to feel that, okay, you don't want to risk him for another long injury layoff because he's already complained of back spasms after the end of the AajTak test match. But his poor test form ensured that he was anyway walking on thin ice. Sure, great fielding efforts in AajTak and Hyderabad. But Shreyas Iyer as a batter failed to step up. So the combination of wanting to preserve him so that he doesn't have another long-term injury layoff combined with poor form in tests. The debate is very well open. Was he dropped or is he injured? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.